when we first got here, we talked about how fortunate we were. I'm talking about myself with the team. How fortunate we were to have 2 primetime games to start the year, and they don't come easily. The goal as we go is to be able to have a lot of those throughout the season. That means you're doing well. So to be flexed for that game, a division game, should be exciting to our team and our players. Now, that's a night game, and then you go into a short week, and not only a short week, which is a Thursday game, but a short week, which is a 12:30 game in Detroit. So that's a super tight schedule there for us, but we can't worry about that. That's the thing with us and with where we're going, is we try not to get to the past, and we really don't. We're in such a good place right now as an organization. The vibe that we have, we're learning how to win in different ways. We've learned what losing's about and how you respond from that. But we're trying to really just create our own culture and create our own history. And it's week by week. It's practice by practice. This past week was the 4 straight days we had: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday being a walkthrough. By far the best week of practice we had. And that just goes to show to the players that when you hone in and you prepare and you focus with the limited amount of reps that we get in practice, that you translate it to the field, good things happen. These penalties right now that we can't have as we go forward, and that's going to be one of the messages I have to our guys, is this isn't about me, this is about we, and they got to know that, and they got to feel it, and they got to learn from us. So that's the last one he's going to have. He's not going to have another one. If he does, I'll be talking to him. You get that feeling, 46 plays, and we never got in a rhythm offensively. Some of that was by the game, how the game went. But I just told him to look up at the scoreboard. That's the only thing that matters. 41 points, we won, and that's all I care about. So you have games where you don't always get in a rhythm. It was a weird game offensively for us for just different reasons. But in the end, ultimately, we'll pull out some plays where we feel like we could have been better. We'll pull out the good plays, and we're moving on to Detroit. Just sailed. It literally just sailed on. First thing he said when he walked off the sideline, that one just got away from me and sailed. So, that was one that you wish you had back. He wishes he had back, but that's a part of football.
Combination of why that happens, or it's just the fact that the ball slips in your hand and it's not exactly where you want to throw it. But in particular, that one, yeah, there's a chance where when your footwork's not exactly right or your base isn't exactly where it needs to be and you overstride or understride, there's a chance for that, or when you're not completely convicted in the throw. And there was a combination on the one he sailed where the ball just fell off his hand weird and his footwork wasn't exactly where it needed to be. But again, sometimes that just happens with guys around you in the pocket as well, and hopefully it doesn't happen too often and you don't have a costly mistake where it becomes a turnover.
Sometimes there's a feel to it. It depends. Yesterday, just for whatever reason, it never really, the only time it really crossed my mind was towards the end. It's just a catch-22. You can always be, oh, you're too conservative, or you're too this, or too that. So there is a balance to it, but I just went with my gut.
There's a fine line, with, I said this before, with coaching a quarterback who has the ability to leave the pocket and make yardage for himself. There's also a fine line of when you're supposed to leave and when your eyes need to go from no longer looking at receivers to who you're supposed to make miss or get to the sideline. And that was a great example of him keeping his eyes up into a zone coverage and finding a throw that was a crucial third down early in the game, just from a momentum standpoint of just either A, flipping the field, or B, not coming off the field. And that's a testament to him. He's been trying to work on that, and we've been trying to do drills or in practice where that happens. And it doesn't happen all the time, but when it does happen, it's a reassurance to see what happens when you keep your eyes up. Those plays where they'd be had there. And it's something that you continually work on as long as this season goes on for us. It'll be a point of emphasis for us.